This is your complete Binance tutorial for this year, and we're going to get it done in less than 10 minutes. You might be fairly new to crypto, heard about this new legendary altcoin that everybody's talking about. Now you realize that you have to branch out from the likes of Coinbase to get it. And with hundreds of trading pairs, Binance is exactly the place you need to be. But when you look at Binance for the first time, it can be a little bit scary. And for new crypto investors, this is a completely unnecessary barrier, and in the next few minutes, we're going to completely demystify Binance. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to buy, sell, deposit, withdraw from Binance. We're going to go through an example trade, and we're also going to go through how you can earn interest on your crypto. If you're semi-familiar, feel free to play around with timestamps below. If you're not, probably best if you follow along. Now, before we delve into Binance, let me show you one trick that took me way too long to learn. The idea is that sometimes you might want to buy a crypto, but you might necessarily know where to buy it. How do you know if a coin is even on Binance in the first place? Why bother sign up? Well, all you need to do for this is go onto coinmarketcap.com. I'll link it down below. Find whatever coin you want. These guys will have every single coin. If your coin is not on this, best beware. Let's say you want to buy Solana. You don't know where to buy Solana. All you need to do is go onto it, click on market here, and it tells you all the places that you can buy it. And it even gives you the trading pairs for the coin. I wish I knew that earlier. So now what we want to do is actually sign up for Binance. Now I do have a link down below that will give you discounts on some of your trading fees. It's also a really good way to support the channel as well. And all you need to do is just go through the steps like put in your email address, your password, your name, etc. Now this is the boring part, but it's so important that we talk about this. Please, please, please set up your 2FA, i.e. your two-factor authentication, and verify your identity. The reason this is so important is because when you get to the point at which you're ready to withdraw your crypto or to play around with your crypto a little bit, sometimes you need to have all of these requirements ticked before you can do that. And this happened to myself where I wanted to trade crypto and I wanted to withdraw it, but I couldn't do so because I hadn't verified my documents. And because it takes a couple of days for them to do that, I ended up losing it. So do it. Okay, so now we're going to buy our first crypto. Now there are a number of ways you can do this. The first thing is you can do it using your credit card. Second way is you can do it directly through the platform. And the third way you can do it is doing it through the trading option. We're going to go through all three of them. So let's say you want to buy crypto using your bank card. It is really as simple as buying something online on Amazon. All you basically need to do is input the amount you want to buy. Let's say I want to buy 200 euro. You could also do Great British pounds, Australian dollars, US dollars, whatever you want to do. Click how much you want to buy, click what coin you want to buy, and then thereafter just click continue and you'll be input your card. Now the one thing to be aware of in doing this method, particularly if you're buying a fair bit of crypto, there is a fee associated with cards. You'll see it down here. There's a 1.8% transaction fee. Now it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're constantly buying crypto with your credit card, it really does add up. So what I'd instead recommend if you are transferring money in this way is to deposit it using a transfer. Now I have euros here. I'm in the UK at the moment, so that's why the channel is suspended. If I go to Great British pound, which is what I have, it's only a £1 transaction fee no matter how much I end up putting in. Now also if I go to US dollar, what you'll see here also is that if I do a Swift transfer, there's no fee whatsoever. So if you are transferring in a bit of money, even a small bit of money, it is probably worth doing this. Now once that money actually comes into your account, it's extremely easy from there to actually buy crypto with that fiat amount that you have. Fiat is anything from dollars, euro, Great British pound. Now you might necessarily want to use your bank card to deposit funds into your account. You might already have crypto from another exchange or from another wallet that you want to send to your Binance account. So to do that, it's very simple. Just go up to wallet here, go to overview. Let's say I want to send Bitcoin from Coinbase to Binance. All I need to do is go onto your Fiat and Spot wallet here. I have all of mine hidden because the number would be too big to fit on screen. And if I scroll down to Bitcoin, okay, Bitcoin is the coin that I want to deposit from Coinbase. All you need to do is just click deposit here, and what it will do is it will give you an option for a network to choose. Always go for the correct network. So the idea here is that you're given your address. All you need to do is copy this and then paste it into wherever you're sending it from. What will happen is that you'll be able to track that transaction, and once it comes in, it will come into your account up here in your wallet, your overview, and it will appear here on your balance. Okay, so now we've deposited either fiat or cryptocurrency into our Binance account. The next thing we want to do is actually trade with it. So there are a few ways again that you can do this. One is very simple. The next is a little bit more advanced, but I would recommend holding on for the advanced because you will need that at some stage. All you need to do is click up trade up here, then go to convert. This is the easy way to convert one crypto for another crypto. Okay, so let's say at this point I want to swap my USDT, which is US dollar tether, for Bitcoin, or I could swap Bitcoin to Ethereum. All you basically need to do, see here I'm very rich with all of my Bitcoin, is simply enter the amount, 0.007 or whatever it is I want to spend, and it will say what it will convert to in Ethereum. Now the minimum amount here is 0.03, so what I'm going to do is just do that. and it will give you a preview of what that transaction will actually yield. So if I swap my 0.007 worth of Bitcoin, I'm going to get 0.009 worth of Ethereum. And these quotes do refresh because the prices are always changing. Now it's important to notice what this is called up here is a market order. Now in English, a market order is basically swapping your tokens or buying a cryptocurrency at the market rate. So Binance will effectively try and fill your request instantaneously. And generally, because there's so much liquidity on the platform, it does it straight away. The other option, which is slightly more advanced, is to go with a limit order. Now, a limit order is very simple. It's basically, if this happens, then do this. Let's say I want to put in $20 worth of my USDT here, and I think that the price of Bitcoin is going to go down to 39,000. So I put $39,000 down here. You can see the live price action here, and I think it's going to happen within the next 7 days. So I'll put in 7 days. And what this contract is basically saying, when the price of Bitcoin drops to 39,000, execute this trade, which is saying that I want to swap 20 of my USDT for whatever amount of Bitcoin it will buy me, and it will do so automatically. Let's say I want to place this order here. Oh, insufficient balance. Anyway, that's embarrassing. What happens is you can go to your order book here, and it will basically tell you any trades that you have open. So if it hasn't executed yet, it will show up here, and you can cancel it, you can change it, or whatever you want to do in case you feel like you've made a big mistake. Now that's the easy way to buy crypto. There is a slightly more complex version that you probably will want to advance to. This is basically buying it on the spot view here. Now, when you look at this, remember the first time I looked at this and nearly got a heart attack, it's actually not that difficult. All you basically need to do is focus on a few key areas. What this is basically is the price of whatever asset you're looking at. The main asset that I'm looking at here is Bitcoin with respect to US dollar tether. So BTC/USDT means I want to sell my USDT to buy Bitcoin. If I wanted to sell my Bitcoin and buy, say, Polkadot, I'd come up here and I'd say ./BTC. And I click on that, and then it will give me the chart. Let's say I did want to sell my Bitcoin and buy Polkadot instead. You have your trades here. Up here are all the sell orders. Up here are the buy orders. Again, if you're not that familiar with this setup, don't need to worry about it. All I need to worry about is this section down here. On Binance, make it very simple. You can simply buy DOT or you can sell DOT, and you're going to do it using your BTC. Now, one thing I did at the start that didn't really help is that I accidentally had limit clicked up here because it's already auto selected on Binance. And what I did is I executed what I thought was a trade, and it wasn't getting filled, and I didn't know why. The reason it wasn't happening is because I didn't have market selected. So let's say I want to buy DOT right now at whatever price it is using my Bitcoin. So this is my Bitcoin balance here right now. Let's say I want to spend all of my Bitcoin to buy my DOT. All I need to do is drag it up here. It won't let me do it all. So almost 100% of my Bitcoin, buy DOT, and what it will do, you see it up here, my market order was filled. So I just bought a very small amount of DOT here. Now let's say I wanted to sell my DOT. All I'd have to do is just go to sell DOT here, put in the amount, let's say 33%, click sell. Now I'm not going to do that because I don't want to sell my DOT right now. And what it will do is it will convert my DOT to Bitcoin. Binance does have some very cool tools where you can view some technical indicators like moving day averages if you do want to play around with this kind of stuff. And when you make any trades, where that's going to appear is up here in your wallet. So click wallet, click fiat and spot. And basically it will update whatever amounts you have or whatever amounts you traded in these areas here. Okay, so now let's say we've gotten to a point at which we're happy with our portfolio, we're not planning on touching it. Let's say we've sold it all for US dollar tether, and we wanted to actually start making interest on our crypto. All you need to do is actually go onto Binance Earn, which is actually a phenomenal feature that Binance are after bringing in, and you can earn pretty serious interest on your coins. Now the two products that they have here is called locked staking and flexible staking. Locked staking basically means that when you stake your crypto, i.e. when you give Binance your crypto so they can loan it out to other people, it's locked in there for the duration that you've agreed. So let's say I wanted to stake Matic or Polygon, I have to do this for 90 days. That's why the API is so high. What I would recommend doing is just going on best for beginners up here, and you'll see here that we have a flexible savings option. So let's say I had $10,000 in US dollar tether, and I knew I wasn't going to touch that for a year. I may as well put this in the flexible savings account, because if I ever need it, I can get it. If I don't have to do that, I'll earn up to $1,000 in a year for just leaving it there, i.e. making your money work for you. And it's a great way to make safe returns on crypto, because crypto can be quite a speculative asset class, which means that any opportunity you can get to actually get guaranteed APY, you should probably take. I've only branched out of what I just discussed a handful of times. I haven't touched futures or leverage trading. I think that's a lose-lose game unless you're very, very lucky or you're very, very smart. And if you are getting into the cryptocurrency game, it's very important that you not only know how to work the tools, but you also understand what you're investing in. One example here, you see it down here, ApeCoin. This is one that there was a severe amount of hype about in recent times, and we actually made a video on it on this channel. So if you do want to have a look at it and start to educate yourself on the crypto and Web3 market, click up here. And if you haven't already, do feel free to subscribe down below. It does give us a good indicator whether the content is good enough or not. And if there's anything else you feel like I might have missed out on, do feel free to comment below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. So long.